Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So today we're getting a release of a number of cards, and it seems to be all the cards that are going to be released within this specific set. I've described a few of them already, so I'll put those in the links down below. But we're about to just cover the other cards as well. So here we have a number of them. We've got Cyber Falcon. It's a level 4 wind attribute machine type normal monster with 1400 attack and 1200 defense. The flavor text is it's a jet-powered hawk that travels at the speed of sound. This is a card that's been introduced back from Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series. Actually, for a level 4, it's not too bad. Most of the level 4 monsters don't have many attack points, so 1400 isn't anything to sneeze at. The next card is Neckmaid Nana. It's a level 5 light attribute zombie effect monster with 1100 attack and 700 defense. The requirement is you can activate by sending this face-up card you control to the graveyard, and as the effect, choose one monster, it must be a level 7 in your graveyard, and place it on the bottom of your deck, then draw 2 cards. So this is quite useful if you want to draw into more cards, having a pot of greed effect, and it does recover a monster. It has to be level 7, so you need to have one of those in the graveyard to begin with to trigger this effect. And it does put it at the bottom of the deck, so you are having to, draw through things and being able to shuffle your deck before potentially being able to access that card again. The other problem is Neckmaid Nana is a level 5, so you do have to have a tribute summon to bring this out. Then you need to sacrifice it, so you aren't actually getting any additional cards. You're essentially just trading in 2 cards that you would have had for 2 cards you're going to have. Depending on how you draw and what you draw, this could either be a good thing or it could have just been a complete waste of time. The next card is Moki Moki. It's a level 1 light attribute fairy normal monster, and everyone loves their Moki Moki. It's a 300 attack with 100 defense, and the flavor text is an outcast angel. Nobody knows what he is thinking at all. Sometimes he gets mad, and that is dreadful. This card has been reintroduced from, I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So you had the little Balowski, who used it within, I think it was episode 23 of the original first series of GX. This was just used against Jane Yuki just before the big school duel between North Academy and Jewel Academy. It didn't really have much an effect, and it didn't have much of an archetype hit to it. I think there was a card called Moki Moki Smackdown, where if a level 2 or lower normal monster, fairy type normal monster was destroyed and Moki Moki was on the field, it would instantly become 3000 until the end of the turn. And of course you've got Moki Moki King, which is a fusion of the 3 Moki Mokis themselves. The next card is Gokibor. It's a level 4 Earth attribute insect normal monster with 1200 attack and 1400 defense. The flavor text is it's a large spherical roach that attacks its enemies by rolling over them. Interesting thing about this is it's got the exact reverse attack and defense stat line of Cyber Falcon. This again was introduced within Yu-Gi-Oh! Within Duel Monsters, I believe. And this was used by Weevil Underwood against Yu-Gi-Moto when they were in the field zone. It's not a very powerful card, but it does actually have a bit of support that made it quite useful. They had I think it's called, it was one of these insect ballpark cards, and you had Gokipol as well. That helped you to then go into various Xyz monsters using those types of cards. So it has actually had support. Whether it get any in the future is we're remaining to see. The next card is Sky Dragon. It's a level 6 wind attribute dragon normal monster with 1900 attack and 1800 defense. The flavor text is a flying dragon with 4 wings, housing some very dangerous blades. Again, this is a card that was from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Even though it's a level 6 normal monster, there aren't that many powerful level 6 monsters out there, so 1900 attack isn't that bad. And for the time being, you can run it without it being too much of a risk. The final card to be mentioned is Ancient Telescope. This is a normal spell card. It has no requirement, but the effect is your opponent excavates the top 5 cards of the deck and reveals them to both players. Then your opponent returns the excavated cards back to the top of the deck in the exact same order. This card is very old. It came about also within the original series. It's not that powerful. It does give you information on what your opponent is going to draw, but in turn it also provides them with that information for themselves. So you might be doing them a favour. Generally speaking, even now this card isn't that useful at all. And it does specify here that the following cards are also going to be made into super rares. These are Celtic Guardian, Cyber Falcon, Neckmaid Nana, Psychic Burial, and a Cure Shot.